We want to share the story of Monadnock Paper Mills as we celebrate our 200th anniversary. The word Monadnock comes from the native Abenaki language meaning the mountain that stands alone. It's a fitting name for Monadnock Paper Mills, the oldest continuously operating paper mill in the United States. Nestled along the picturesque banks of the Contoocook River, this family-owned mill has been making paper since 1819. Our story begins just after the War of 1812. The war had strained trade with Europe and left the country with a shortage of paper, and the demand was high. A local businessman named Moody Butler saw the opportunity and seized upon it. The paper-making process was simple. It required an abundance of water and a supply of flax fiber, both readily available to the region. The flax was boiled down and beaten into a wet pulp, and then strained through a screen tray. The resulting layer of pulp was pressed and hung to dry. Handmade paper was a thriving business for Butler until 1832, when the mill was sold to descendant John Flagg. Harnessing the power of automation, Flagg modernized the paper-making process, and Monadnock became one of the first paper mills in the country to use machines to make paper. That same four-dernier technology is still widely used in our industry today. The brick structure that you see out front was built in 1904 by then-owner Arthur James Pierce. He was often referred to as Colonel Pierce. Pierce greatly expanded production capacity and acquired ownership of the 3 hydro facilities and dams that powered the mills in 1922. By pure coincidence, this was the same year that Gilbert Verney arrived in the United States from Lancashire, England. Gilbert eventually purchased Monadnock Paper Mills in 1948, and it still remains in the Verney family today. We've come a long way from making paper from flax. Today we source a wide variety of materials, from renewable wood fiber to 100% post-consumer waste recycled fiber, to alternative fibers like cotton and kona that's made from recycled coffee bean bags. Now we're able to make many different kinds of specialty papers, and we make some of the finest uncoated printing papers in the world. Through our 200-year history, Monadnock Paper Mills has become known as a pioneer in the paper industry, always on the forefront of technology, always shifting with the changing times, and always with a vision for the future. Nowhere is that more evident than in our environmental stewardship. Monadnock has a symbiotic relationship with water. We harness its power to run our paper machines and use it in our paper-making process. In return, we continuously look for ways to conserve and to protect the Contoocook River and its habitat. We believe that socially and environmentally responsible investments in technology, processes, and products will deliver value to our customers and our community. All of our papers are manufactured carbon neutral, with 100% renewable electricity, and all of the fiber in our papers is responsibly sourced. We will continue to challenge ourselves to reduce our environmental impacts, substitute materials, reduce demand on natural resources, and reuse whatever we can, so we can provide a safe and healthy place to live and work, not only for this generation, but for future generations. Engineers, scientists, designers, and marketers from around the world specify Monadnock papers because of who we are, what we make, and how we run our business. We are Monadnock Paper Mills.